Hey everybody, it's John. We are got a little snow for us here in South Carolina. We get snow every now and then, maybe one snowfall a year, if that. Usually get more ice than anything, but they were calling for a lot of ice in this storm, and we just got a lot of snow, which is great because we didn't lose power. A lot of places, a lot of people I know did not even lose power, which is great. We have a lot of power outages and stuff like that more than anything. But I'm heading off to the shop. I pulled the gooseneck trailer in. Today is Monday. I pulled the gooseneck trailer in last Saturday, and because we knew this was coming, so give us guys something to do while we can't go out and work in this mess. So you can kind of see it's a good bit still on the roads, all packed in and kind of iced up on the roads. Got her on 4-wheel drive. Temperature's climbing. It's 34 degrees, so it's supposed to hit 40 today. A lot of it will probably melt off, but a lot of it will probably, like underneath the shade and stuff like that, a lot of it will just stay. I've been following this guy for quite a while. He's very concerned. Yeah, we had fun. We brought the 4-wheelers over to the house and pulled the kids around sleds and stuff like that. So what is that in the road? But we did some of that yesterday and went out with some guys, my brother and Willie and Josh and a couple other guys out riding last night. So we kind of hit whole Travelers Rest area, went over Paris Mountain, Cherrydale, then came up to Greer, then back around. So it was fun. We were out for a couple hours, nothing too exciting, but so yeah, this is what happens when it snows here. Pretty much everything shuts down till the snow's gone. I mean, a couple gas stations and stores might be open, but I guess today is Martin Luther King Day. But a lot of this, I'm guessing, will be here most of today and into tomorrow. So let's get up to the shop and see if we can't work on some equipment and trailers and stuff like that. We got a mess of stuff to do, so. Well, just got into the old shop A here. Doesn't look like anybody, Josh is back there, but we did not get as much snow here. Little drift action there, hell yeah. Ooh, that's slippery. Hate leaving this stuff out, but we'll get it, take a blower and blow it off or something. Yep. So, kind of the plan is today, I don't know if anybody's noticed this in any of the videos, but that trailer right there is not ours. That is actually the guy where we rent the E55 from. That's actually his trailer. They don't use it a lot. They don't use the equipment a lot, obviously, because we use it probably more than he does. But one second. But I don't know, shoot, it's been a month now, probably. So I got a call from Willie. He was a ways away, working a ways away, and he calls me up. He's like, yeah, the axle broke on the trailer. I'm like, what are you talking about? The axle broke. He's like, yeah, I could barely get it off the road and this and that. I'm like, all right, well, me and Josh went up, saved him. We got the skid steer. They had the skid steer on the trailer, him and Micah did. Got the skid steer off, we put it on the semi, and then we got this to where we can move it. So the back axle is actually fine, but the front axle here, there's supposed to be a bolt in this area holding the leaf spring, which holds everything up. But as you can see, there's no bolt. So that sucker snapped off there, pulled that axle into the other tire, smoked pretty much every tire. So that looks like hub oil. That is not good. So we took come along our chains and binders and winched it up, got it cinched up there out of the way. Then just drug it back home. But it's been sitting here for over a month. Just haven't had time to do it. So here we are. This is our project for today, one of them. Hopefully we'll get to some more. We're gonna put all new tires on the trailer, fix this, weld a new bracket piece on, and if we get to some other stuff, we'll see. But that's kind of the idea. All right, just give everybody a little update. So this is the piece that broke right here along this edge. This is the front, that's the front, or one side, and then this is the other side. And then the bolt goes through to hold the leaf spring. So I'm cleaning it up, then I'll weld that back on, and I'm gonna put a plate over each one of these. Just gotta finish cleaning up this edge and everything. I'll kind of show you down here. Mike has been working on this one, but that's how it's supposed to go, like that. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm gonna plate over this. These two are not the same, they're not flush across. So I'm gonna bring this out with something thin and then put a piece to go over this and try to get over that top edge with a piece of angle or something to tie the top and this together. I haven't figured that out yet, but I know for sure I'm gonna come up to the top of the I-beam right there with my weld and then maybe cap it. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there, but that's kind of what we're doing there. And then I think everything else is fine. Actually, you can kind of see that side right there. That side cracked, shoot, I don't know, 6 years ago or something like that. And then my brother's mechanic, Todd, he helped me we had to put this in right here, and then we redid that side. I don't know if we added these or not. I think that might have been there, but I'm gonna add another one on the back side here. I looked over everything else in the front, all the welds and stuff. It seems to be all right. We just put new equalizers on last year, and then I'll go check some other welds and make sure nothing else. Oh my goodness. So this is what I'm gonna go back with here, this stuff. So that's probably 1/4 inch steel. Yeah, it's even thicker than that. So we'll get that all cleaned up and cut out and everything. Biggest thing, I don't know if I have a drill bit that size. I think I do, but I don't know. Josh is working on cleaning up the rims. gonna paint when we put the new tires and rims on, we're gonna paint the rims. The other ones, they already kind of prepped not too long ago. But I don't know if we'll be able to get to that or not, so. Maybe say like one or two of the cleaner ones. Okay, that's fine. Huh? Yeah, let's get that cleaned off. All right, so there's one side. I got that piece in, welded on there, cleaned it up. And then I'm gonna weld this. This is just super thin spacer right here to bring these two surfaces out the same. Because then I'm gonna cut a piece to go right there. The back side over here, I got the back on. Josh is gonna clean that up, and then same thing, we're gonna piece over it. How's it going? So, yeah, I'm gonna tack this on there. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Can you turn that light that way, Josh? There we go. Coming along here in the shop. Just got my piece cut. Got it cleaned up. Josh is cleaning up over here with a... I had to skim that out. It had like a space right there. So Willie and Mike are just kind of, we've been going at it so hard the past couple weeks, and just with everything with Christmas and that family stuff going on, we've gotten behind with a lot of maintenance and just upkeep on stuff. So they're going through stuff, putting away, cleaning up. This is for the log trailer. We're gonna put these on the log trailer whenever we get a chance. We got stuff to go on the big dump trailer, got new lights for it. Oh, just a mess of stuff. So, this is my plate right here. Josh marked the back for me, and it's gonna go up like that, and we'll weld her on. So I'm gonna get a hole drilled in this, and then we'll hopefully get her tacked on there. Alright, I actually had to recut it because this piece, because it ended up a little short. I didn't like that. So I extended it down, recut it. So I got it all beveled off, ready to go. Gonna try to do 2 passes all the way around. This is gonna be kind of difficult for me. Not a welder. I mean, I could do it, but it's not my specialty, you know? But, yep, there we go. Well, I just finished welding it on there. It's kind of what I had in mind. But this one, that one's a little, I've done better. That was the one my brother's mechanic, Todd, did. That looks so much nicer than mine. She's good. That's good enough. This side here, it's turned out pretty good. I was thinking about taking something and put it on the top and then coming down to help tie in, but I don't think that's where the weakness is. The weakness is below here, you know, where because we have these this bar underneath here. So the weakness is right across here where it broke, obviously. So with me tying it to the beam here, and then what was existing, I got a good burn, 2 passes into that, 2 passes in the top, and then 1 around there. I think it'll work. So got her in, got her tightened up. So let's go see what he's doing over here. So we're gonna paint the rims. They've been working on cleaning these things up. What in the world are that? Josh. Oh. We're gonna go through and paint all these rims. We have a little heater in the bathroom where they're done. Having been there overnight. And then put the tires on in the morning. That's what we're thinking right now. But I'm gonna go through and kind of check out all the welds and make sure nothing else is cracked on the trailer. Get this cleaned up. Tighten brakes. This one has a hub. It leaks a little bit of hub oil. Looks like that one's leaking too. But I don't have the seals for that. That one just got hot, I think. There's no oil on it, it's just got hot, but which is very possible. But I really, when we went and picked it up, I thought the equalizers got all bent, and I thought all this here got destroyed, but I think we are good with everything. So you can see these have been bottomed out a few times. No big deal. But yeah, we're gonna keep cleaning up, work on these tires, hopefully get this one out of here first thing in the morning, and then bring in another trailer. So all right, little update here. I kind of just realized I haven't taken any video today, but so kind of what happened is we got the tires put on the gooseneck. It is pulled out. I have to pick up some lights for the back of it tomorrow. We're gonna put that on in the morning. We're gonna take the truck to get some new tires on it. What I'm doing in the back of this is I've seen guys do this. I don't know if it's right, but I don't hate those stupid wide load things that flap everywhere. I could probably come up with something like that goes across here, but I like the magnets where you could just stick them on. So I'm gonna cut a little piece of steel and put it on right here. You can see the tape, and it's gonna one's gonna say wide load or heavy or oversized or whatever it is. It's supposed to be on the back. I think that would work. I've seen this before. I know there's like certain widths and heights and all that kind of stuff, but honestly, I think if they realize you're trying something, doing something and not anything, I think they're gonna be fine with it. I don't know. I've never been stopped by because of that, but we're gonna go with it and see what happens. If nothing else, we just add a little weight to the ramp is all. So I got it laid out here. I'm gonna cut it. This thing is absolutely awesome. It is a cold cut skill saw. I think that's what they call it, but it's low RPMs, and you will see I will zip right through this metal, no problemo. It does very, very good with this stuff. It beats a torch or plasma cutter any day, I think. A lot cleaner cut. You keep it straighter, at least I can. Those guys who got the old plasma cutter and stuff, but whatever. This is what I got. That's what I use. Works great. Not hot. Got hurt. Look how it pulled it out. The heat. That's crazy. Yeah. See, the heat did that. I'll come at it from this side now. Just like that. I mean, look at that cut. That's a factory right there. Ow. Does put off some pretty vicious shards. All right. So this is my kiln here. Trying to dry. I painted the back sides because it's going to be hard to get in here and shoot this. Now I could touch up a little bit, but it's gonna be hard to. So those are drying. The guys washed the E45. We have 2 cylinders that need to be packed. There's a place right down the road here. They do a really good job. And Mike is just out here doing some ice removal with a hot water pressure washer. They were cleaning off the mini. We're gonna pull it in here and as soon as we get this trailer out of the way, but what a mess. What a mess. I am so glad I live where I live. We get snow like this. I don't remember the last time it stayed this long. I mean, maybe when I was a kid. But yeah, I unhooked the truck, pulled it out. Don't ever want to do any welding on something that has a computer. Yeah, you could fry it, short something out. So I unhooked it. Anytime you're doing any welding on a truck or whatever, always disconnect your batteries. Save on a new ECM or something. But yeah, this is drying. Ran out of gas. Willie went up and got some gas real quick. No big deal because this is drying. But all right, well, I got a few more things to do over here, and the guys are gonna keep cleaning, get that picked up. Day 3 of shop maintenance. I don't remember what we were working on last. Oh, we put those sign things on the back of the equipment trailer. So me and Josh had to run out, get some tires put on a truck, pick up a few things. Willie went and got some teeth for the Fecon, so they're working on that, cleaning out one of the cutter heads, E45. We're gonna get some cylinders repacked, but we can't get out a pin. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that yet. This trailer here, I picked this thing up pretty cheap. We did a trade out job for it. A guy I knew, he had it. It's in actually really good shape. It's an 86, same year as I was born. So, but it's actually in really good condition for what it is. I mean, I put 2 outside tires on it. The other 2 on the other side, they could use a little love. They one's got a slow leak. We'll probably get those fixed here soon. This one's got a leak in it, but I mean, it's got hub oil and, you know, it runs pretty good. Our pulls great, really no issues. We put some new straps on it and then we put it right to work, so, which is great. I mean, that's what I like to do. But a couple things that we've noticed is if you let it sit for any length of time, the air brakes chambers here, the springs in them are messed up, so they are they're not releasing. I'm pretty sure that's our issue, but so I like this one works every now and then. You can tell this is a double chamber. I think they call it a 30-30. This one here, it looks like that's pretty new. This one here, that's pretty old, looks like. But we're just gonna replace, I got all 4 new of them, so I'm just gonna replace all of them and be done with it and not have to worry about them. One of those locks up every now and then, or when you put it in park. So we're gonna get these changed out, adjust the brakes on the trailer. I have not done a lot with these, as far as I know a little bit about them, not a whole lot. But kind of hard to see, but oh man, I think that's broken. Oh, it's broken. No, maybe it's not. I think that's just the pad, the liner. Well, time for some new brakes, so bring that back. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Those front look really good. Front are newer in the back for sure. But but overall, man, it's a great trailer. So I'm gonna get these things off of here. Unbolt these. Gotta get a new, gotta get the push rod mounted in there and everything, but hopefully it'll come off pretty easily. Get her greased up. Make sure this is the S cam. I want to say C cam, but it looks like an S. S cam. I think that's an S cam. I should know that. Just the brakes here, but you can see how this one's sticking out a lot farther right here, and then this one's all the way in. So yep, I'm gonna get to it, start tearing into this. Okay, so me and Josh are learning as we're going, and we should have backed off the slack adjusters first before we did anything. That was one of the first steps should have done, is loosen them up, so whenever you release the brakes, it allows slack in those pins. So we got them out. We had to put the hoses back on, got them out, and let's see here, got the measurements on the new ones, and I am just getting ready to cut them.
If you want to, here.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah, I think we can go that way. Just lay it. Bring it down. Okay. That makes this look safe. Just so I can do sparkling. We might need something put on that concrete too. Oh yeah, we're moving.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'll knock it out with a little ball peen hammer right now.
Yeah, I'll...
I might have to grind on it. Let me knock it back the other way. I might grind on it a little bit. Because it moved real easy on it.
Grab that 6-inch grinder jar.
I'll probably mushroom this. Hey, put her on this side. Let's get it a little bit just to see. So put it there. I like that. Have that big end. That thing's cutting in a little bit.
I got a duck grinder right here.
Yeah, I don't think it wouldn't hurt to.
And you ain't got no helpers or anything?
Yeah.
Look, there we go.
Now we got to catch this.
Yep. Might be hot, Josh. Yeah.
Everybody good? You sure you good? Yep. Man, I'm gonna pop it pretty deep.
There you go. Breathe, about time.
I'll get a punch and we'll knock that thing on out.
All right, guys, we are back in the shop. Another day. Hopefully the last day. This is Friday. This is actually the most we've ever worked in the shop all at once, 1 week. I was kind of in and out yesterday. Micah took the day off just because really didn't need everybody. Josh and Willie are taking Friday off. Micah's working today. So Micah got to sleep in a little bit, and but This is our dump trailer, 90 yarder. She's a beast. Guy I bought it from, he used to do storm cleanup. So it's been put on its side before. It's got a little bowage there. Nothing crazy. It works. It'll dump, but my truck did not have a big enough hydraulic reservoir to push it all the way up, so I had to get this built on the top here. Had to get more fluid. Basically, it only taken about halfway up. So a couple things we're gonna do is we're gonna go over this, just make sure it's ready to go. I do have to get a tarp switch put on the truck. Oh my goodness. Tarp switch put on the truck, so I can get the tarp up and down. Hopefully I can get that in. A shop's gonna get, we're taking it up to a shop and they're gonna put some strobes and stuff like that on the truck for us. But oh, let me run through this excavator real quick guys, just bear with me. So you guys saw where he called it as his sparkler, but it's like a rod that some people call it a hot stick, I think. But what it does, it goes in there and eats out the inside. You guys saw in the video, but it eats it out, heats it up really good. We pop that thing out. The reason why I didn't just take the barrel cylinder part out and have that repacked is I was afraid of something breaking on this. These Bobcat things are notorious for breaking. We have, as you can see, we've had these repaired before. Looks like this one, no, not that one, but they're kind of notorious for getting busted. So I was afraid of getting down in the woods somewhere and something happening, or where we were in a pinch where I didn't have the time that I needed, and I was just something broke on it and we couldn't get the cylinder out. So it only cost me 350 bucks to get that thing out of there, so it was worth it. This one here, I mean, we could not get that pin out. There's no way, you know, it'd have caught the machine on fire if you would have tried to get that one out. But this one, I'm not as worried about that one. That one's pretty well protected. If something goes wrong with that, we got some pretty major issues. Same thing with this one, but this one's a little bit more exposed. You know, stuff can hit the cylinder and scratch it or whatever. So I ended up taking the barrel off this one, and I think, would that be the barrel? The cylinder itself, the bar, whatever. Barrel would be the outside, I think. I don't know. But I pulled that one off. They're gonna repack both of these. We're gonna take them up there, and as soon as they open up, so that is why I did it that way. I know it's kind of dumb. You leave one and then the other one you do it right, but that's what I wanted to do. So all right, let's get into this bad boy here and see what's going on with it. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that would be an air leak. What in the world?
We got a little leakage here.
Little water leakage, or hey, how are we doing down there?
And just taking a look around.
What'd you find?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. Oh, there's still a lot of water in there. All right. Look, it's this tank right here. Oh, this one. Stay tuned. All right, so me and Mike had determined that well, we are going to we're gonna raise it up I think we can get to the leak from the top side, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know how safe that's gonna be, but we shall see. I think I can. So there's an air tank in the back. So what I need is, I need a piece of air hose, just like this, to be able to run from my tank down here, come up. I'll just loop it in with these whenever we are running this trailer. And then for my tailgate and airbags. So this trailer, if anybody knows any more information about this than I do, please let me know in the comments below, because the guy I bought it from, you know, he didn't run it, his guys ran it, and it had been sitting for years. Since 2017 was the last time I think they used it, somewhere in there. But so no one was like, oh yeah, this is how you hook it up, this is how you do it. Everyone's kind of like, I think you go like this, I think you go like that. So there was a lot of that going on with it. You know, they were busy doing other stuff and everything. But anyways, so what the air does, the airbags in the back, whenever you plug in airbags, it raises this axle and the back axle, and then the trailer rides when you're empty. It rides in the center axle. That's what it looks like, at least. So and then when you're loaded, I'm assuming this is what I'm not 100% sure on, is whenever you're empty, you just let the air out, and then it rides on the suspension of the truck or trailer. So I think you let it all out. I don't know. That's what I need to find out. How much you let it out, or if you let it out at all, if the weight will take it down, stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to go, but no one's 100% sure. So looks like a leaky hub seal right there.
Hello.
Hey. So all right, let's get a piece of hose, see if we can't find some fittings around here. Ow. And come up with something for that. What I'd like to eventually do is have it, you know, get a T coming off there, and then have it where I can plug in somewhere up here. But I don't know how much we're going to use this dump trailer, and for the little bit that we are going to use it, I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I mean, we will use it, but it's going to be like, you know, every, I don't know, we'll see. That is filling the airbags here. And then there, right there, there's the bags. Probably don't have enough pressure in the truck right now to get it all, or enough air to get them all the way up, but All right, so we put the air on, hooked it up, and look at that, raised them up. So when you're driving around town or not loaded, this is how you're supposed to go, so you're not dragging all them tires around. But I don't know how much pressure you're supposed to have or how high you're supposed to go. So it looks like, I mean, I just kind of guessed and just stopped, and there was no, those airbags like completely maxed out in there. So if anybody knows anything about one of these trailers, leave a comment below or something like that, be able to help me out, because I feel like there should be like some kind of valve, like once it hits a certain pressure it'll stop. But I kept going and I was like, I don't want to break anything, and I feel like that's as high as they go. I don't want to blow any airbags or any airlines or anything, just keep that pressure building. But I don't know. So, and there's no way to lower it down other than hooking this in. And that's how I know how to bring it back down. So if anybody has any better ideas on how to get this thing to work, I mean, it worked, but I don't know if that was the proper way, leave a comment. All right, so we had to run out and look at a job. Got my wire made for my tarp, and Jody dropped this little guy off. This is Levi. So he's our youngest of 3. But if you guys been watching a while, you guys know Levi. But what did I do with that piece? Here, hold on to this for a second, okay?
I can't make it stick.
It's aluminum. Getting a little distracted. Don't get his hat on. He was sitting underneath the heater. All right, you hopping up there? Help me. Sorry. All right, hop up here. All right, got one of the holes drilled, so you can't get the other one. There we go.
Try it again.
Huh?
Let's try it again.
Try it again?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Oh, mercy. All right, so what I was saying, this plug, that's a 2-way. And that will run this tarp system on this. Okay, what I've been trying to tell you guys. Yeah. All right, what I've been trying to say is I'm getting lights. I'm getting a light bar on the top, and we're getting lights in the front of the truck here. We're gonna get 4 lights put inside the grill right there, so you won't be able to see them from the outside, but when you turn them on, nice flashies. So, and then we are getting some lights on the equipment trailer put on. But the guy said he can wire in, I have a switch that'll go inside the cab for this tarp system. He is gonna wire that in. I told him I'd put the plug in and get that ready, and he would take it from there. So he'll run the wire from the battery or wherever it's going to come to there and into the cab for me and all that stuff. So all right, let's get this cleaned up, and then Mike is still working on lights. I think he's got I think he's got 1 more to go, or 2 more, and then and then we're gonna pull it out and see if we can't fix that air leak back there. All right, well, I think this is One of my last projects. I sure hope so. It's Saturday. Me and Michael were working on this last night. I didn't get any video of us putting this one in, but it was late. I was trying to get out of here Friday night and didn't work. So this is what I ended up having to do. So this jack stand, both these jack stands were messed up. A guy that used to work for me a long time ago, he went to go hook up the trailer, forgot to pull the jack stands up, bent them real bad. So I had a hard time called around several places, finding a jack assembly with the 2-speed and all this stuff here. I could find just the regular, you know, without this, no problem. So we found that, and then I took everything apart and didn't have to remove this. This is the old one here. So we dropped that out, slid the new one back in, put it all back together. This one works great. Went to do it on this side, and that's another story. This side, I don't know if you can kind of see the bottom here. See how it's bent like that? I thought it was just this part that was bent, but it was the whole housing and everything. So it wasn't working right. So I had to take it all back apart. And then this is the new one that it came with. So I need to put this and that back together, put it up there, and weld it on is the plan. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Got a little carried away when I was torching it off there, and burnt through my box and caught a tow strap on fire. So I'm like, what's all that smoke coming out of there for? Like, oh, should be okay. But anyways, Oh man, let me it's rolling.
Oh, what's up?
Lane brought me over some breakfast. He was not doing anything today, so.
And I woke up randomly, 8 o'clock.
Wow.
Just meant to be.
But got her on there. Don't look too closely, people. She's on there, it'll hold. Got the backside welded on. Kind of forgot about that other side. We're gonna leave it. Maybe I should. Pretty tight right there. I'll try it. Yeah, it looks rough. Yeah, a little paint over it. She'll hold, but there we go. Then I'll start cleaning up this mess.